And how much time would you think the guy will give you to debate that? They would take children, kill them, and then say, see what we've just done? We're going to do that to you now. And he said, you go there next door and you kill that person right now. And the hesitation is enough for them to kill you. It's not an excuse. It's a fact of humanity. So the burial site represents how many people were killed and so on.
It's around 60 and 70,000 people.
What kept their morale to continue to fight instead of giving up like so many other places have?
Muri amezi atatu ko abantu bari barimo kwicwa mureba
yicwa n'undi mwene wabo aho kugira tege ugikanu hita kataboshya umwana cyangwa utafite ingufu.
They didn't want just wait for someone to come and chop the head. What they did, they said, we're going to fight as long as we can, even if there is one person who will survive to come and tell what happened here.
Right. Well, I cannot explain how much, as a soldier, I am impressed with the courage and the determination and resiliency of this battle. I mean, ended up by being a massacre, of course, but it's far more one of those great battlegrounds, you know, in the world where brave people have fought and ultimately died for what they believed in. And the battle was against evil, against the devil, and yet they still were able to fight for 3 months. If I've been able to literally shake hands with the devil, it only seems absolutely logical that there's another entity. Because there is that extreme of evil, there is the other extreme of the purest of good.
For Ramio, it has been very, very good for him to be able to go back to certain places and to see the people there. I hope that he'll be able to see the reality of what it is now instead of what it was then.
Yeah. Bonjour. Bonjour. It is paradise, and that paradise got terribly challenged and nearly destroyed. But it's resilient, and it's the resiliency that we took contact with. One thing's for sure, it'll be a year, maybe 2, but certainly a year, that Elizabeth and I will live in Rwanda. That will be the serenity that I long for ultimately. God travels the earth during the day, but comes and rests in Rwanda at night. Here, I want to show you where in all this I could find myself. And I could find a solace and be one with my soul, with my heart, with my being.
I used to call him my Canadian hero. I still call him like that. And on you say, he said, don't say that, I'm no hero. She said, Romeo, you are.
Stand! Stand!
Oh no, I was very proud of him though. Oh my, yeah. He did the right thing and he's so happy he did. It was hard for all of us, but it wasn't hard when you look at what those people have gone through in Rwanda. We're all here today.
The term hero to me doesn't fit. I don't know what term would, but hero doesn't. In fact, it doesn't offend, but it makes me terribly at ease because I don't believe it is a deserving qualifier. The mission failed, and there's no doubt about that. And my ultimate failure is having not convinced the international community of what was going on and simply not been able to shame them. And I think that's the responsibility of command I had in the field. And that was my duty.
There's something tremendously ennobling about Romeo Dallaire. There is a core of unwavering principle. He's subject to human frailty, God knows we all are. And he may not have made the right judgment in every single instance in Rwanda. Who can tell after the event? But there's something so profoundly good about the man and how strongly he attempted to resist the forces of evil. It's a very memorable moment in human history, Dallaire's conduct in Rwanda. So he shouldn't beat himself up. By God, he was the only reasonable figure in the midst of this chaos of Machiavellian behavior.
Once a suicidal attempt was all based on the fact that I realized that I would never be able to get Rwanda out of my system. That it would always be there, ad vitam aeternam. And it seemed so crushing that I simply couldn't see the future. Now I've come to live with it. I hope my family will be able to read my book one day and they can come to grips with it, but that's not yet. Ben bon, regardons ça. Nelson, comment ça va, mon Nelson? Viens-tu juste d'arriver? Oui. Ah ouais, Sarto!
Ça va bien?
Il manque des cheveux, Christy. Mais comment ça va, toi, mon maudit bandit?
Je suis beau?
Ah, t'es beau, certain. We are now part of the veterans crew for sure. We've got gray hair and war stories, you know, and our wives and things, and that's true. I think we qualify now. It's been 10 years, and I think it's as if it was yesterday. So to you all, good health and many fond memories. Not only the past, but the ones that we'll have into the future. Au plaisir.
All right, everyone look at this camera. Smile, please.
So the trip was a very important reference point.
your whole